Hey, good day, guys. So here is a video for those that have been asking how you can scout a Shopify store and probably analyze those Shopify store before you go to send a code DM or probably before you go to send a message to them. So I'll be doing a typical example today. So remember, ChatGPT will be my good friend today. So let's message ChatGPT saying what stores are currently like what country what e-commerce store are currently what country e-commerce store are currently around morning or evening at my time zone presently. So let's ask that what e-commerce, what country e-commerce stores currently, or what countries, let's have it this way. What countries are currently around 9 to 9 p.m. Sorry, let's say 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So let's check those countries before we go to scouting Shopify. Okay, okay. Okay, so here are the countries we can scout at the moment. Remember, I'm using this input is according to my current timeline here. So let's take for example, we want to scout United Kingdom stores on United Kingdom in the United Kingdom. So this is it. So now let me ask which e-commerce is popular. Like I mean, I'm talking about e-commerce niche is most popular in United Kingdom. Let me say UK for short. Which e-commerce niche? Okay, so fashion and apparel. Fashion and apparel. That's the first one. Beauty and products. Second one. Okay, so let's go for fashion and apparel. Now the next thing is to go to let's use Eachspy to scout. So Eachspy. Let's go to Eachspy. Eachspy is loading. Okay, we go to stores. If you have uh if you have fun, there's also a another place you can check. It's on like Eat Spy. I think they have uh the same person owns it. I think so. So it's the name is Bootlead. But you can also use Bootlead just like Eat Spy, and it even give a more concise search. Like I mean, you are going to enter your keyword, your niche. So according to this, you can see here. So according to this picture, this here, this search filter here, so it's going to give you a more concise list of Shopify stores. You can check that out, Bootlead, and as well, I can create a video to navigate around Bootlead. So let's go to Shopify store list here. Go to Shopify store list, and we select UK. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. Yes. What's happening to this network? Oh, okay. So I'm very sorry for the interruption. I have a glitch in my network provider, so I just switch to another Wi-Fi. So here we are now. So let's select United Kingdom, and we are going for their fashion and apparel. Sorry, go back. And let's check fashion and apparel here. So anything related to fashion and apparel. Fashion and apparel. Okay, designer clothing. So and we are going to select United Kingdom. You see now. So there you go. You select United Kingdom here, and here are the stores. Here are the stores available under fashion and apparel in United Kingdom. So now take a look at this product counts. You see, this the product count just means the number of products the person has currently on their store. So take a look at this 350 products. So this person that has a 350 product is definitely have a lot of product and should be making sales in their store. So we are targeting those that have low product count. So we can target this 22, we can target this 40, even you can target this 80, and you can target this 10. So let's go for this 40 instead, or let's go for this 22 instead. So this is the store link. You copy the store link, you go to another browser, you paste it, and let's go there. So here is the store. Here is the store. We want to check some glitch on the store. So you can start from favicon. This is what we call favicon here. This is favicon. So you can start from checking the favicon. Favicon, does this store has a favicon? So check their logo. Emily Macy. Okay, Macy is the name of the store, the logo of the store as well. So you can see the name is what they use for the favicon. It's just the name combined together. That's what they use for the favicon. Also remember, why doing this, try to on use your VPN. You can use any VPN of your choice to switch to United States. I forgot to turn on my VPN. Usually, you can even use a proxy, but does not matter. You can use VPN. So you use VPN because these stores, they most times they have geolocation app installed on their store to detect the country, the location their visitor is coming from. Any visitor that comes on the store, they knows the location the person is coming from. So you should remember to turn on your VPN before you enter or you go into the store before before you enter the store. So remember to turn on your VPN. But this is a demo. I'm not actually scouting them. So I just want to show you guys how you can analyze this store. So in the first place, you can actually install PPSpy. Sorry, PPSpy. You can install it. PPSpy as spy extension as an extension on whatever you are using. So you can install it as an extension on whatever you are using. Let me install it. See, there you go. You can install it as an extension. And when you install it as an extension, this is going to analyze the store for you. So you can just add it to your Chrome or Brave or whatever you are using. So that is one thing. Another thing is that you just look at this store. This store does not really looks great. So you want to help them fix this store, like redesign the store. Now, you can actually check if they are using a free theme or a premium theme. Just go to Shopify Theme Detector. Shopify Theme Detector. Go to Shopify Theme Detector. You see, there you go. So click on this Shopify Team Dictator. Now add the URL of that store. That store's URL. This is the store URL. Copy it. Come to your team detector and paste it here. Then detect team. And this is going to tell you the name of the team. So this is the name of the team. This is the name of the team. So after knowing the name of the team, you go to Shopify Team Store. Shopify Team Store. Sorry. Shopify Team Store. So go to Shopify Team Store. to check. But if you want to log in Shopify theme store, you must have you must okay, let's continue. Let's check if you are able to see this theme. So we want to check if this theme is a premium theme or a free theme. So let's just paste it here and search. Okay. So actually, we don't have any output here or any result here. So the team might be in this sense, you know, they can develop a team. So a team can be custom made or bought on Shopify. So I think this team is it's developed, custom made. So it is developed. That is the reason we can't see it on Shopify. So, but in had it been the team was bought on Shopify, we are going to see it here. So if we see the team on Shopify and probably we can use the team for free, that means it's a free team. That means the team they are using on this store is a free team. But if it says we should pay to access the team, then it means it's a paid team. So that is one way to access to check their store. Another thing is check their omni channels. Omni channel means their social media platforms. You know, it is appropriate to integrate social media platforms to your store. So you see now, they only integrated two social media platforms. So just Instagram and Pinterest. So you can suggest or you can if you can add it to that, add it to what you are trying to note down or pen down about this store that they don't have. So this store is built on or is designed on a custom theme. So note that down. So they don't have much product counts. They don't have much product. So that's another that's another thing. And their omni channels, they have few omni channels linked. That is another thing. And they don't have a pop-up form. I think they don't have a pop-up form. Or today, let's check again. Let's try to open this store again. If they have a pop-up form, it's going to we are going to see it. Okay. I think they don't have a pop-up form because the pop-up form should have appeared. Yeah, on entering the store or while scrolling on the store. So they don't have a pop-up form. The pop-up form is just to welcome visitor and probably give them a discount of price. So these are things you can also check for their contact button, check their navigation. Okay. You see PPSpy has already analyzed the store here. So track daily sales. Let's see. Let's track daily sales of this store. Okay. But we have to log in on our PPSpy. But if you want to track the list, if you want to analyze the store, you can just use add PPSpy without stressing yourself. But this thing I'm just saying is just another alternative of how you can analyze the store. So another thing about the store, you can just go to the store and try to place an order on the store, see if it's going to work. Buy with Shopee. Okay. So the only method of payment integrated on this store is Shop Pay. More payment. Okay, let's check more payment options. If there are more payment options, if there is card payment or paper, that's another. Okay, there is card payment, there's card payment, and there is paper. Okay, so these store have they are doing well in their payment integration or their payment platform integration. So they added Shopee, they added paper, they added GPay, Google Pay, and they added card, which is they added Stripe to their platform. So they are doing well. That's great. So the next thing now you can just check around as well. Check around, check their navigation, check the contact. Okay, the contact is working. Okay. Now the next thing to do is that now let's contact the store because we already knew already known what we are trying to tell them they have to improve. You know, if you come to the store owner as someone that already checked their store and understand what they ought to add in their store to improve their store's visibility, to improve their store, to improve the visitors, the potential visitors, to improve their sales. The store owner will actually believe you are a professional and they will listen to you. So let's now check on them. Yeah. So we don't have their email. There are some of the stores they normally have their email under this place or probably they will just add the contact section, they will add their email there on their contact address or their phone number or any other thing we can use to contact them. But you can contact them through several means here as well. So notice this is the contact form they added here. So we can contact them through this contact form by just filling the information on the contact form. Put your name here, your full name, your email. So you can skip the phone number and add the message you want to add here, then send the message. And in another way, you can use social media because remember they added to social media on their omni channel. So if you have Instagram for scouting, you can just click on this Instagram and it's going to lead you to the Instagram page where you can just message them. So let's check their Instagram page. I don't have any Instagram logged in on this place. Okay, so this is good. You have this now. You can message them on Instagram as well. So that is two ways. So is it that you present yourself as a client or you present yourself as a professional? But it is more great if you can present yourself well as a professional because they will know what you are trying to uh, present to them. Because you know you are not the only one sending them messages. So present yourself well as a professional, not as a client, really. Though if you present yourself as a client, even if you type A, uh, can someone help me out there? So you just presented yourself as a client and they are going to respond. But what about subsequent message you send to them? They might not respond. Immediately they notice you are not a client. So let's just go in. Let's go into it any name here. Let's say Vivian Edison. Vivian Edison. So let's say I'm just using a demo stuff. I don't have any stuff like this. Vivian Edison. So Vivian Edison at gmail.com. So you can skip the phone number. And as I said, you can present yourself as a professional in the first place. As a client. So you can just type anything. Hey, can someone help me out? So they are going to ask you, they are going to reply, definitely they are going to reply this message. If you send them this kind of message, hey, can someone help me out? Or I'm stuck, or something like this. Hey, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Can Is anyone there to help? Is anyone there to help? Or you can just take one of their product and ask them, is this product still available? So you know that those are ways you can present yourself as a client. You can present yourself as a client, and definitely they are going to send you a response. They are going to reply you. So from there, after they reply you, then you can ask them if they created this store themselves or they hired a professional. But most Shopify store owners, they are used to this kind of messages. When you message them as a client, so they are going to give you the first response. Well, what about subsequent messages? When you message them at first, they respond, and you try to message them the other time, the second time, you be gradually presenting yourself as a professional, but you started as a client. But you are going to later on you now start presenting yourself as a professional. They are not some Most of them are not really going to trust you because they are used with this kind of method. But instead, you can just go presenting yourself as a professional. So ChatGPT can still help to do a great job presenting yourself as a professional. Number one thing is that you've noticed, just tell them one thing that you notice. You can just give them an hint of two or more things that you notice about their store that needs to be fixed. So, okay, you don't need to contact them through this contact information. If you have their Gmail, just send them a code email or a code DM straight away. But since we don't have their email, let's try to present ourselves as a client. Let's try to present ourselves as a client. So when they respond, then that we take their Gmail there and we now message them, sending them a code DM. But this is an example. This is for example's sake. So let's present ourselves let's imagine we are sending an email, and let's present ourselves a as a professional. Remember, I said if you want to present yourself as a professional here, don't use these contact information here. It's better you get their Gmail, so you send them a mail instead. You understand? So send them a mail instead. Now, let's imagine we already have their Gmail and we are trying to compose a mail here. So your subject line should be something very captivating, can be a very strong call to action that no one can resist. So you can just go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to generate strong call to action line that no one can resist. So after you get that, I actually have couples of call to action that I use. So for example, I can say on my subject line of a mail I'm going to send to a customer, a Shopify store owner, I can say you are losing money. You are losing money. You see now. So something like this, the someone if you just take a typical example of yourself, put yourself in this now. If you receive this kind of email, you will try to open it to see what is going on there. So or something like this, you are losing money or something like this, don't ever try to open this mail. So look at something like this as well. So this is a strong call to action as well. And there are so many others. You can just go to ChatGPT and give ChatGPT this input saying ChatGPT should generate a strong call to action. Generate a strong call to action that no one can resist. So a strong call to action that no one can resist, or a strong subject mail email subject line that no one can resist, and it's going to give you a lot of them. And you, as well, you can just think about them yourself. So that is still another thing you can do. So after doing that, adding that, you give a brief introduction about yourself, or you give your first line. You go with your first line. So your first line will include a brief introduction about yourself and who you are. So a brief introduction about yourself and who you are. After that, so let's go with this. Sorry, I'm going to pause this video so I can type a straight analysis of how this should be arranged. Okay, so this is the arrangement. This is the arrangement of how your message is going to be. Your message should be. So start with. So as I said, this is going to be your subject, your email subject. So after then, you can a little greeting. You come with your greeting, hello, the name of the store owner or the name of the email. Remember, you are sending an email, so the name on the email. So let's take for example now. You can say hello, Emily, my C, my C, something like this. You can say hello, Emily, or you say hey, I think Emily. Emily is even good. You can say hello, Emily. So try to give now after that, after the greeting, then you can now drop your personalized line. So you can also go to chat. All of these things is something is a prompt you can enter, you can give to ChatGPT, and it's going to generate uh a very good template for you, which you can be using for your scouting. So after you're done with this, your personalized line, so a brief introduction, a brief introduction. So after a brief introduction, so you go with the problem, you go with the solution, and you go with the call to action. So after all of these things, then you can now, after the call to action, then you can now tell them, ask them that will they be available for a quick call or a quick chat. Ask them, will you be available for a quick call or sorry, a quick chat? Will you be available for a quick chat so we can discuss more? I'll be expecting your response. Thank you. Best regards, and put your name. So I think that is good enough. So I hope we understand this. So that is good enough. When you have all of these things, then you are good to go. Remember, I already said you are going to check their stores to know the problem you are going to present to them and the solution. Now let's take for example here this store. This store now, the problem you are going to uh, present to them is first their store design, but you must appreciate what they have done. You know the store does not really look good, but you must appreciate what they have done. saying you've really done well or something. Something that will makes them know that okay, at least they've done their best on this store. So you can use their store design. Even you can even add it to it that their omni channels are also great. So when you are now talking about the problem, you can now say you can uh, the store design need to be improved, and the omni channels as well, including your mini channels, that they need to add more social media platform. But there are also more things that they need to add here. Their products is not well categorized as well. Just let's take a look at the store again. Think no, this is not the store. I don't want to go. Okay, let me just open this in a new tab. Let's take a look at the store again. Their product is not well classified. You see now, just go here and you see the product. So there should be classification of their product. The categorized, I mean, it's not well categorized. So there are things you can actually tell them and you present the solution to them. You can help them. It's not like you are telling them how to do it. No, the solution is not to tell them how they are going to do it. You just tell them you can help them do this, you can help them do that, as you have helped a lot of people to do this and that. So you put a call to action to it, and you tell them, you ask them if they will be available for a quick chat. Are you available for a quick chat? I'll be expecting your response. Say thank you, best regard, and you put your name. So that is it for that. So I hope we understand this. So in our next video, we'll still continue on how we can send a very good personalized line. So there are other stores there are other lead, Shopify lead. You can store leads, you can explore, you can use boot lead, as I said, you can use merchant genius, you can use store leads, and many others that you can explore to get Shopify store list. And there is also another one I'm going to teach us that we can use as well. That as well is very good. So till the next video.